come on, you were just in there. Oh, so the fulcrum is going to be right on that aluminum, actually. But check it out. There's no. It's that my idea isn't even close to reaching. Flipping this around, it would be close to reaching, but there's no, I don't have the angle. Not while it's attached to the boat. Damn. Failed again. All right, so I'm gonna keep trying. I wanted to just use a way to use my body weight to compress this thing, but it's such a tight place right here. Trying to compress a shock and hold it while getting a bolt through the top. Any ideas? Anybody? To put 100 pounds of force on the shock to get it to shrink 1 inch so that threaded bolt could go through it, it's turning out to be a tough sell here. And I'm looking, and the way this tool is angled, if I could make a fulcrum that rests right here in the bend of this tool, that wasn't going to slip, that I could lift and compress the shock. There was a bracket, say, attached down here, so like a big hurdle shaped bracket, it's just like a big rectangle that's open on the short end. I could get this, potentially make a shock spring compressor if I could find something to hold down this tool so I could push and apply force. So that's the problem of the day. And the problem of the day has rendered the thought process. Searching supplies on hand, I found some bulk cable and a clamp and an extra pair of holes through here. So I'm going to make a cable loop and it will become my fulcrum. We'll give this a try. It's just been a few minutes. I'm up on the boat. I've got my cable in place. I didn't even have to cut the cable, and it's clamped, hopefully in the right place. I am now going to try to put the wheels in motion here and compress the shock without any help. Come on, get in your groove, baby. Okay. Oh shit, that doesn't have very good grip at all. Oh. Oh, it's always something else. If this groove is deeper, I could get a better bite on it. All right, back to the drawing board. It's getting crazy here. I found that one tool was bending under the pressure of trying to compress a 100-pound shock. So I've doubled it up. I've got a lower one and the upper. I've got the cable blocked off so it won't slide. So now I'm going to try both of them together. Okay, slot at the top in place. Oh, it's getting it in position. My top piece is falling off. So, hold that in place with my knee. But when I compress, I've got to come back there, right about there. Now I need another hand to slide the bolt through. Okay. You know what I'm talking about here, people. I got it rigged. And I might be close, but this is going to be a tough battle here. I think I can do it. And here it goes. And it just goes to show, if I do get this, that you can do anything you put your mind to. You just gotta not give up. Compressing 100-pound shock. I don't know, 5th attempt. Okay, that's what I gotta do. This one. Yeah! It's most of the way in. Okay, bolt is through. Okay, it's not gonna fly away, but I want to see right now how well this holds. So it's in the lock-up position right now. Wait. What I need to know first is, will it lock in the lockdown? Okay, flipping it over up. Not too hard. Oh shit. Same result. No. Well, it seems like it's still a 1/4 inch away. It's hitting the bottom. Damn it. Well, okay. That was not a success, but perseverance does further. I got where I wanted it to be, but I'm still not getting the result. So, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna get a brand new kicker bracket. I give up. It isn't that I give up, but I'm gonna succumb to the voice of reason and try something new. Thanks for watching. I admit it. I said I was giving up. But I need to try one more thing. So I took the head off. It says still hot, because to get it as far down as I could get it, it was at the end of its threads, and it was going to be about the same as this. So I found a tiny little stud, and I welded a washer to it, and compared to all the way threaded in, you're looking at this, because I was noticing when the strut compressed, it was going all the way and hitting this, even though it was all the way out at the end of the So this is my last shot, and then I'm moving up. If this thing won't lock into place, so I'm hoping that I can get a tiny bit more out of the compression of the shock. What inspired me is I measured them. See, the other shock I tried, the 12-inch, would only compress whatever it said. So this one, I think it has the potential to compress more, even though they didn't make it capable of doing that with the way it was built. So I'm going outside the parameters of this build, and I am going to try this right now. New design. Take 6. pressing, switching hands. Okay, installed. And now that I got that shock compression down, I'm a pro at it. Now, flip it to lower out of the detent. It didn't want to come out, but it's okay. Come on, lock, 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 lock. Oh, shit. The hinge went kablooey. Out goes the gas. Oh, and the oil. So now I've made a mess, and I blew up the shock. So it was able to go so far, but the shaft was not smooth. And then even then, it doesn't lock. So I'll show you what happened. Look at that. It was actually able to travel that whole distance over everything. And even at that compression, it still wouldn't lock in its little detent right there. And now it's dripping all over. So, back to the drawing board, or yes, I give up and I'm gonna get a new kicker bracket. Whew, glad that didn't blow my head off. It's okay, come on, lock, 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 lock. Oh, shit. The hinge went kaboom. You didn't think I was gonna give up yet, did you? Well, so if this is junk, even though it works fine, but the shock doesn't lift it anymore, the shocks that I've put in lift it pretty good, but it won't go down to this detent right here. So why not? This is soft, it's aluminum. Let's just try something crazy. And we're gonna enlarge the detent by about 3/16. That's about what it seems like it's short. We're going to enlarge it a little bit on each side and see if we can get the pin to lock. And if we can, then it's game on. Now this only locks when the motor is down and you're in trolling position. So trying something else. Are you pawing at my potato bread pie? Better not. Progress as follows. Going with the original strut that I made. It receives this end. Made another end, and I'm making the modifications. I just have to cut this and get the threads right. And we're going to put these two struts on the kicker bracket, and I am going to enlarge the lower notch. Very hard to see, but there's two of them in there. Still doesn't, I haven't ground out the lock detent yet, but I'm going in this crazy direction. Let's test it. The motor probably weighs the most 100 pounds. I weigh 175 pounds. Maybe. Oh boy. I think I pulled a muscle in my neck. That might be too much. Ooh. Yowza. Let's put the outboard on it and we'll see what happens. Oh. Whoa. Maybe steel is heavier than flesh. What do you think? Oh, I love it. From the upper boat position, I would just have to shove on this thing. Click, click. Let's pretend I'm gonna lift it now. I'm on my boat. I'm lifting. Of course, it's not attached. The shocks are both 100 plus, but however the math works out, you know, you've got the angles of lift from the kicker bracket. I think this is gonna work. Now, I still, like I said, I'm gonna grind out this notch next. I need to get a lock in the bottom. Why do I need a lock at the bottom? Well, when it's all the way down, it's pushing the boat. I don't know, the motor's gonna like bounce around in the water. And say you gotta go in reverse, the motor jumps up and you're right up into your transom area, puts a lot of stress on the kicker bracket. So I need that bottom locking notch. And that is the next piece of the puzzle. Here's my double shock setup. Getting the Dremel, and I'm going to grind these. I'm hoping just going to give you a look at what I've been doing for the last hour. I widened this channel by down a 1/4 inch and rounded it on each side to make this thing work. And the pin, it rolls down and it slides right in here and it goes click. Wow, that's perfect. So the new shocks are a success. All that hard work, it finally paid off. Enlarging these was the ticket. Now let's see if I can use this in a real world situation one-handed. So it's in the raised position. Flip it to the lower. Send it down. Okay, we're about to start fishing. Oh yes, that's what I want here. It locks right into place where it's supposed to. You hit reverse, do whatever. It's solid. We're done fishing. We're just gonna run up and troll down the same beat again. Look at that. It's already coming up on its own. Just a little tug. Tilt this baby up, and we're out of here. Wow, it was